Silence is a weapon. It's probably one of the most powerful tools you will ever use in the battles of life. I used to work in a hospital, I think 2 or 3 years ago. One of the staff working there didn't just like me. For some reasons, he didn't just like me, and he was my superior in the hospital. And anytime I come to work, then he used to give me a very difficult assignment. He was giving me a difficult time at work, and he was conniving with people against me and trying to frustrate me. I was feeling bad. I didn't know why. I didn't know why they didn't like me. So one day I was in my prayer time at home. I was praying on a Saturday morning. I think I was fasting too. And I was planning to talk to him. I was planning to confront him verbally. I was thinking about confronting him verbally. And while I was thinking about that, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. And the Spirit of God said to me, if you fight, you will lose. But if you remain calm, you will win. This is a word for somebody right now. The Spirit, I was thinking on how to confront him when I get back to work, because he was frustrating me and he was conniving with other staff against me. Giving me a difficult assignment, trying to make the work kind of unbearable for me. So I said, you know what? In my mind, I planned to confront him, and God said to me, if you fight, you're going to lose. But if you remain calm, you will win. So I went back to work and I remained calm. I remained silent. And now hear the testimony, because this is kind of a testimony. So he continued to do that, but I remained calm. Whatever he wanted me to do, I would do it. He was my superior at work. So one day he came to me and he asked me a question, and he said, I observed that when we bring food at work, people here, they call it potluck. People used to bring food. Different people, they bring food to work, and they share food. So he said to me, I observed that when we bring food to work, you normally don't eat. Why don't you join us to eat? And that period, I was in my fasting season. I was doing 40 days fasting. It's my annual fasting between June, July. I do 40 days fasting every year. So he asked me, and I said to him, I'm on my fasting season and I can't eat at this time. He was excited. I was surprised. And he said to me, okay, why not teach me about fasting? Tell me some things about fasting. So I began to teach him about, different kinds of fasting, 3 days fasting, 7 days fasting, 14 days fasting, 21 days fasting, 30 days fasting, and their symbols, what they represent. And after I said that, this young man said to me, can you recommend some books for me on fasting? So I recommended some books for him on fasting. I think one of them was written by Franklin, about fasting. One pastor, Pastor Franklin, I think. So I recommended 2 books for him. And the next day he came to work, he bought those books. He came to work with his Bible. He already gave his life to Christ. He became a preacher of the gospel. He started going on mission work. Anytime he gets a vacation from work, he goes on mission out of United States. And whenever he sees me at work, he calls me brother, my brother. And my conversation with him became kind of a fellowship. We became friends at work, or brothers at work, because I didn't fight him. I would have lost a soul if I didn't obey God. I would have lost that soul. He's a preacher today because I was silent. When he was pushing me to the wall, I was silent. The book of Proverbs said, a patient man is more powerful than a warrior who takes a city. A patient man, a man or a woman who controls himself or controls herself, is more powerful than a warrior who takes an entire city. You are dangerous when you are silent. But when I say you are dangerous, you are not dangerous to fight, to destroy somebody. When you are silent, is a powerful weapon of change. It's a powerful weapon for peace. It's a powerful weapon to transform people. I did a video I think 4 months ago about this. There are, you have to choose your fight. You have to choose your battles. Every fight is not for you. Every battle is not for you. See, you need a quiet spirit, a broken spirit. The Bible said in the book of Isaiah 53 that Jesus was taken like a sheep to the slaughter, yet he opened not his mouth. He didn't open his mouth because he knew his mission on earth. He had power to call down angels to save him. He didn't do that. Abraham took his only son, Isaac, who was a teenager of about 16 or 17 years, to go and slaughter him. And at the age of 16 or 17, Isaac was strong enough to stop Abraham. He was strong enough because Abraham was already an old man at that time. But he allowed Abraham to tie his hands, tie his feet, and placed him on the altar to sacrifice him. He offered himself. The power of surrender. Every battle is not for you. One thing I don't do, there is one thing I don't do, and I don't stay around people who do this. I don't keep anybody around me who argues. The person won't even stay around me. I will find my way out of that place. The spirit of argument, the spirit of contention, the spirit of strife and bitterness, it will cut off your connection with God so fast. If you're a spiritual person, or if you're a person that operates in the anointing, if you have a relationship with the Holy Spirit, you have to avoid argument. The spirit of contention, argument, strife, bitterness is going to poison the atmosphere. You can't hear God when you are arguing. You need the spirit of quietness. There's a spirit called the spirit of quietness, a quiet spirit, a meek spirit. You will win all your battles in life just by being calm. You don't need to throw words back to people. You don't need to. Stay calm. Stay calm. You're going to win. Every battle is not for you. I'm telling you. You see, I don't know how to explain this, but when people are talking about you, stay calm. When there's a rumor about you, stay calm. Somebody sent you a text message abusing you, stay calm. Be calm. Have a quiet spirit. You're going to win. I'm telling you. Silence is a weapon. It's the most powerful weapon ever. Just be silent. Don't say a word, but don't be angry. You don't need to be angry. Just stay calm. It's a weapon. I wish people understand this in relationships and marriage. I'm telling you, I wish we understand this. That you can be calm and still win the battle. You don't have to fight. I just want to share that word with you. I was able to win a soul because God said to me, if you fight him, you're going to lose. But if you stay calm, you will win. And I won his soul by staying calm. Let me conclude with this word. Submission and gentleness and humility is not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. Just because you are talking and I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm weak. I'm probably more dangerous than you, but I'm wiser than you. And I keep my power under control. Humility, submission is power under control. I probably know something dangerous to do, but because I love God and because I love you, I remain calm. Because the idea is not to destroy you. The idea is to win your soul to Christ. That's the idea. To influence somebody positively. You don't fight the person. Stay calm. Be calm. Have a quiet spirit. Love people. See, your relationship with people affects your relationship with God. I don't know how you feel, but when I have strife and bitterness against somebody, I can't even pray. My prayer doesn't go through. It doesn't go through. I can't even hear God. When I'm angry with somebody, I can't even hear God. This is very important. Have a quiet spirit. Have a quiet spirit. You don't need to argue somebody to make a point. You could make a point without arguing. You could make your point without argument. Be silent. Be gentle, like a dove. It doesn't mean you are weak. It only means you are wise and you are smart. I've never lost a battle in life. I can't remember a battle I lost. I've never lost any battle. I've walked in places where people connived against me, ganged up against me. And at the end of the day, I was still there. Nobody fired me. Nobody fired me because I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. Remain calm. God bless you.
The secret place, the secret place, the secret place.